Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden. I am happy to be cutting some of these beautiful sunflowers today for a sweet friend who needs a little bit of a boost. This particular variety is Pro Cut Sunflower Red Lemon, and then you can see the brighter yellow gold tones in the back, and those are called Pro Cut Sunflower Gold Light. So let me go through. I'm clipping these right at the base, so right where they're coming out of the ground, leaving the roots inside the ground to kind of nourish over time. And I'm going to cut these sunflowers and then strip the leaves off of them and put them into a bucket of water with a little bit of plant food. I love making these flower arranging videos. I always want to encourage people to try out flower arranging. I get a lot of comments about how, oh, I don't think I could do that. I'm not sure. You can, I promise. Try it out, see what you think. Nothing has to be perfect in the beginning. I've done thousands and thousands of flower arrangements over the years, but when you're a beginner, it's so fun and you should be so proud of your work. Just fill a vase with flowers and enjoy in your house. And every time you try it, you're gonna learn more and more each time. Now, today I am showing myself actually harvesting a bunch of the flowers, as some people have been asking like, hey, we never get to see you actually pick flowers out of your garden. And truthfully, I forgot to show y'all. So this is kind of fun to show you guys as I'm harvesting all these sunflowers, but let's get on to a couple of other varieties so you can see what else I'm gonna be using in the design today. Now I am harvesting some zinnias and I'm giving them a shake test and I'm looking for their strength, and sometimes you wiggle them and they're super wobbly like that one right there. When they're wobbly, they are not ready to cut. So you want a nice firm stem and you want to cut down as far as you can right above 2 sets of leaves. And when you cut like that on a zinnia, right at that 2 sets of leaves, they will produce 2 more blooms off of that area. So let me go through and harvest. This particular variety is called Purple Prince Zinnia. And now I am harvesting Explosion Grass, which is one of my favorite new ornamental grasses to grow. It kind of has like a kind of a seed exploded kind of look on the stems. Really fun, really easy, loves the hot temps of my particular area, and I really think it adds some interest to designs. And here I am harvesting some Autumn Joy Sedum. I love sedum in floral designs, and you can see that it's actually sort of flopping. We've had a lot of rain as of late, and so this was a really good time to get in there. I'm literally doing the stems that have flopped over. I'm leaving the tall upright stems there for continued interest, but going ahead and getting those ones that are directly on the ground off the ground and just stripping the leaves and putting these into the bucket. Okay, today I'm going to be working on a market style bouquet for my friend Candace. And so I want it to be special. I mean, obviously it's special because, you know, I made it, right? I grew it, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to start with some brown paper and I'm going to cut just approximately a square shape. Nothing fancy. I get this from the Dollar Tree for $1.25 because all their stuff is $1.25 now. And to get it to lay flat, I'm actually going to curl it the other way, roll it the other way. if you have really curly paper and you roll it the other direction, it will help flatten it out. Okay, awesome. So the next thing I'm gonna do, which sounds really weird, is I'm gonna take some Sharpies and I'm actually gonna write her a note on this piece of brown paper. Okay, so I've used a Sharpie to write something kind for Candace. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this on a point. I think I'm gonna do writing side out. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, and I'm gonna fold this a little bit, not perfect point to point. I'm gonna fold it just like this. And this is what's gonna be what I wrap the flowers in with a stapler at a later point. But now I have it prepped and now I'm ready to make my flowers. Okay, we're gonna be making a market style bouquet. I'm gonna be working with in my hand. I have some basil that I already harvested over here. And this is that cardinal basil that I'm currently obsessed with. Like for real, y'all, I'm gonna grow so much of this basil next year. Okay, so I got some of that basil and then I harvested my explosion grass right here. I also harvested a bunch of purple Prince zinnias. And then I harvested my sunflowers, and these are red lemon sunflowers. So I'm gonna put together a soft, easy, relaxed bouquet. Nothing crazy. Remember, if you've lost some of your petals, you can still pull the rest of the petals off and enjoy the center. Oh, and I also forgot to say I have my sedum over here too. Okay, I'm super excited about this design. This is not meant to be a fussy design. This is a market style bouquet, hand-tied, soft, beautiful. And then she can arrange things how she wants in a vase at home. I like the idea of when you're working on a bouquet for someone, you think positive thoughts for them. You kind of include that in what you're creating. Just continuing to work my bouquet, turning as I'm working. I'm not super concerned about the shape. This is more about just being somewhat rounded so that it fits into the paper. Oh my gosh, this basil smells amazing. God, it smells good. I need to do some pesto. I've got such an abundance of basil right now. I need to make some pesto to store. A little top heavy on that one. Okay, once you think you're done, you can go back and use your pointer finger and your middle finger to reach underneath the bloom and pull them up, and hopefully don't break them. Like I did that one. Okay. Oh, darn. That's okay. But you can bring the blooms up carefully, gently. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this fun explosion grass. It just will absolutely change the look of this design. It will give it so much more depth and interest in a heartbeat. And the stems are so thin that they're really easy to kind of just like tuck down into the design. I think this adds just so much interest so quickly. Look how fun. I mean, that really just adds a pop of interest and texture. Okay, so next thing's next. I'm going to use a little bit of twine. The twine is also from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut a length and hold a little bit of a tail there. And then I'm going to wrap it around my bouquet a couple of times. I'm not trying to pull hard. And then I'm going to tie a knot using my mouth. Okay, pretty. Then I'm going to come through, I'm going to trim my stems off. They're all even. Okay, I'm going to put this aside for a minute, and then I'm going to clean my space, and then I'm going to lay it out on my paper. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out my brown paper, and I'm going to make sure I have a stapler on hand. Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to lay my bouquet. So that part of the brown paper, right, this bottom, is kind of lining up where I was tying off the bouquet, okay? I'm going to take it, I'm going to start working it up. One side, and then I'm also going to work it up the other side. Might have made it a little too big. I guess that's a good problem to have. that are too big and too small. I'm going to pull it together like that, and then at this top part, I'm going to put in a couple of staples. All right, and at that point, I've got my market style bouquet wrapped in brown paper with a sweet message for my friend. Okay, it was fun making a bouquet for a friend. It brings me a lot of joy to cut flowers from my own garden, add a little personal message, and drop this off for her. I hope it'll bring a smile to her face. It certainly brought a smile to mine. I felt like I was putting all the good positive vibes in this when I was working on it, and so hopefully that'll be passed along with her. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, sweet, simple tutorial. Hand-tied bouquet, a little bit of a way to add some personalization by writing a note within the paper that you're wrapping it up in as well. I do have an additional market style bouquet video that provides a water source for the bottom of it. So an all-in-one water source, and I'll drop that link below in the video description. So if you're looking for something where you want the flowers to last longer throughout the day, I'm bringing this directly to your home. But if you're dropping flowers off at someone's job or work or church or place of business, something like that, you might want to have a water source on the bottom. And so that video in the description below will help you out with that. All right, you guys, as always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.